Hello, Paul McFadden here. So this week we're continuing on the conversation of all things deal sourcing. Why? Because my new book, Property Sourcing Blueprint, is now available on Amazon. Within a few hours it became an Amazon #1 bestseller across 6 different categories, which I'm chuffed to bits with that. You can get it by going to Amazon or go to Property Sourcing Blueprint. It's the complete guide on how to source properties like a professional. Nothing is held back, everything is given. Once you go through this, you're going to have a step-by-step process, a blueprint to follow when it comes to all your marketing efforts. Now today, I want to talk about one specific offline marketing strategy. And that one marketing strategy is often overlooked, or when it's applied and people do it, they most likely do it incorrectly and don't get the results. And that strategy is leaflet drops. So you design a leaflet and that leaflet is then put through someone's letterbox. Now, first and foremost, the reason this strategy fails for most people is mainly on 2 points. One, they just don't put enough leaflets out. And 2, they don't have consistency and longevity in their marketing approach. This goes for all things marketing, not just leafleting, but leafleting tends to be one of those strategies that they do once or twice, 3 times if you're lucky, and because they get no results, they ditch the strategy altogether. When the pros, those of friends of mine who apply this strategy all the time consistently and have done so for years, they get results. Because most people, when it comes to deciding whether they're going to work with a company or a person, needs to see their marketing message, to become aware of them, to feel that trust has been built. Very little people, it's not often that someone from one marketing message, one exposure, unless they're extremely motivated and you've got them in their time of need, are they going to respond to the first leaflet they get. Keep that in mind. When someone's motivated to sell, normally they become more motivated as time passes. So the more often that you drop a leaflet through someone's door, you're going to catch them at some point when they're extremely motivated to pick up the phone and call you, or to visit your website off the back of the leaflet, because it's going to have your information there, and you might just get them then, and that might have been the 6th or the 7th leaflet drop. So you should have no expectations at the beginning. And again, some metrics to measure here. For every leaflet drop you do, expect around about 0.1 to 0.2% of people to either visit your website or to give you a call. Now, if you put out 10,000 leaflets, that means between 10 and 20 people. And it doesn't mean they're all going to give you a call. Most likely, because it's 2021, they're actually going to visit your website to see what you're all about, to see how you can help. And tomorrow we're going to talk about your website, and we're going to talk about online marketing to retarget people who visit your website. So again, you'll start to see your message again online. But just focusing in on leaflets just now, to keep this super simple, you've got to expand your area to cover around about 10,000 homes as a minimum. If you're doing less than that, you're just not getting enough metrics to test and measure enough, and you're giving yourself a smaller chance to have actually people reach out. If only 0.1% of the people that you go and leaflet drop actually reach out, and it's not guaranteed in the first few drops, because you need that marketing message of consistency, so they see the same thing over and over again for a period of 5 to 7 times. Because that's the whole idea when it comes to marketing. Someone needs to see something between 5 to 7 times. It's been proven that that's the case, where conversions start to increase. So with that in mind, only commit to doing a leaflet and drop strategy if you're going to do this for 6 to 12 months as a strategy. And make sure you're putting out a minimum of 10,000 leaflets. Anything underneath that, sure, you can still do it, but it just reduces the chances of people that you're going to have, the numbers of people who are going to visit your site or reach out. So my recommendation is try and get 10,000 plus. Stick to this strategy for the long term, commit to it. Make sure that your leaflet design is designed well. And in the book, I talk about how to design the perfect leaflet. I cover all the ways in terms of the right header, the right call to action, the right structure, how it should look, the consistency of that. Everything's covered when it comes to the leaflet side of things in the book. And I recommend that you do that. I recommend you execute it exactly how it's shared in the book, and you'll get results. And that leads on to what happens when those people start to call you or reach your website, reach out. You've got to have a number of strategies so you can have the best possible chance to convert and have solutions for the seller. What's your investment criteria to make sure that you can take it on board yourself? Or do you have investors that you can sell those deals onto and make money? Do you have the right creative financing strategies to be able to structure the deal in a manner that you're going to be maximizing the income with the deal flow that's coming? Because the last thing you want is deals to be coming in and you can't do anything with them. And that's why you might want to look at propertyprotege.com, because we can help you with all of that and how to do different deal structure, different investment strategies, how to sell on these deals, how to find the investors and preferred investors to take those deals that you don't want yourself. So maybe head over to propertyprotege.com if you want to check that out. And as always, make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. And if you're listening on the podcast, make sure you're subscribed to the podcast player. And tomorrow we're going to get into your website and some online digital marketing strategies. So all the best and bye for now.